Good morning, good afternoon. Prime will be here in a minute or two, but I'm here hopefully to kind of entertain you. I'm just having fun. Good day. Yeah, I've been working on a friend's commander deck. He wants me to help him uh, build his deck better to be more competitive, and I get to play more than he does, so I get to test his deck out more. And it's a Muldrotha deck. Muldrotha. Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't know. And I know he doesn't watch my videos much, so he won't know until he comes over Monday. But I got him a brand new sleeves. He had perfect fits that were falling apart, so I brought new sleeves for the deck. They are Midnight Blue by Dragon Shield. Yes. No. Or just Night Blue. Yeah. I love Dragon Shield. I stand by Dragon Shield. Dragon Shield all the way. All the way. All the way. Ah, this is not really a deck tech kind of video because it's just a live where we just chit and chat. But I want to say hello, TCG Dude. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Right? Dragon Shield. Yeah, I know. Boom. Be cool if I was sponsored by Dragon Shield because I stand by Dragon Shield 100%. But the reason why I was a little late to the live itself is because I was finishing sleeving the deck. But man, we live in a great time. Not to sound super positive, but we live in a great time of Magic the Gathering. Prices are cheap. People can play, right? But at the same time, we got people who want to pull the money. Where is the money? We want to pull money cards and we want to have fun, right? I'm just shooting random thoughts here, no script at all. My question is what would make a good money set for Magic? What if they created a set that they promised never to reprint? Strange thought. I don't know. Like, the power creep is the issue. Because if you haven't noticed lately, we've gotten horrible amounts of power creep in Magic. And I'm talking about fast-paced games. Like, I've seen commander decks win by turn 4. I have a commander deck that can win by turn 4. Doesn't mean it always happens. But the fact that power creep is making decks like that more viable in commander is kind of iffy. Kind of scary. I'm just trying to be filler because Prime will jump on. I think he's coming home on his lunch break and he wants to jump on, be live. We might have a random DJ. Maybe. I sent him a link. He could be sleeping. I don't know. But chit, chat, and chill is the whole point of today. And remember, Wordbird, to like, comment. Well, you've been commenting, but please like the video. Please like the live. I'm trying to think of filler things because today I got to film my MTG3 video later. Ooh, KFGD. What is KFGD? Have I heard of them before? The acronym does not ring a bell. Kind of funny games. That's what comes up when I type in F. I don't know. Oh, well, I appreciate that, TCG dude. All right. Huh. Huh. You know what? Just because of that, because I'm on their page, I'm going to subscribe to them so I can remember when they pop up a new video to watch them, because I like watching new content, different content. Like I've been watching music videos, especially Linkin Park videos and whatnot, because Linkin Park's one of my favorite bands. And I like observing how people talk or how people move a camera or interact with the camera, because when I film, I can't really move the camera around. But I like to try to get different ideas to improve my content to be different. Oh yeah, music videos are awesome, especially back in the day, TCG dude. like, like, what is it? When people were pushing to be creative to stand out, especially during the new metal era, they were pushing to compete with each other to have the best video, because that's how people were drawn into music. That wasn't the radio, MTV, when they started, changed the whole genre, how things go. Hey, random cat, Onyx. I normally don't have this window blocked, but I learned to block this window because it gets very bright behind me. The sun's not even that direction and it's very bright. The sun is that way, and this light is killer this way. Hybrid Theory, Meteor, yeah, those are the two best albums, I believe. Well, I got it back up there. Hybrid Theory and Meteor are their best new metal albums, for sure, hands down. But I'm also a big fan of Minutes to Midnight. That album totally rocked. Completely different from their new metal music, but I really liked Minutes to Midnight. But it's weird because you can't really say old Linkin Park and new Linkin Park and have just two separate thoughts about it, because Linkin Park really did a lot of weird stuff with their music and as they progressed. Because you got the whole new metal era, which was totally rocking and kicking. Then you got the Minutes to Midnight album, which is a totally amazing album. Like one of the best albums I've heard from that era, right? And then you got the Catalyst album, which is weird. Then you got their pop mix album, then their heavy metal album. It's like they got very they tried different routes, different times. Then now they got their Meteora 20 album, which has some really good hits from back in the day that they recorded and didn't publish, but now are publishing with some new music, which I'm still digging into, because my goal in the future is to get the whole list of albums. A lot of people divided with bands that old, like Metallica or ICP. Well, ICP for sure has a division. Like, for instance, ICP is not my jam, but they have a following. And where I grew up in Ogden, in Utah, I grew up in Ogden City, there were gangs in the name of ICP. There were people who were being stupid of ICP. So it really drew the political line of who liked the band, who didn't. And I hate to use the word political in this instance, but it really shot to the point where the government had to step in. And ICP is all about not caring about how people look at you and just being yourself. Yo, got hung up. Prime 406 games. You'll be on as soon as you can. I know you. But thanks for stopping by to let us know. It's a crazy, crazy moment. Ooh. Like, interesting fact about ICP. And this is not about ICP themselves. where I grew up in Ogden, and we had 25th Street, which where all the bus stops were hanging, like where the bus stop is, and there was a courthouse or some government building, and a big lawn people would hang on. Well, a lot of age people who were coming of age getting kicked out of their houses or becoming adults needing to find a place to live would hang out homelessly in this area, and they would beg people for money. They would threaten people for cigarettes. Like, you ask for cigarettes, if you didn't give them a cigarette, one person got arrested for pulling out a knife on someone who didn't give up a cigarette. This is ridiculous. So there's like I'm not putting the blame on ICP, because ICP does their own thing. They're their own entity. I mean, Shaggy Two Dope and his friend bought their parents' houses with the money they earned, so nothing bad on them. But the followers that they had were just, like, in my area of Ogden, were just weird. Fago. Sorry, you just got me out. You just had me on a little bipolar tangent. Show. Oh, so talking about power creep and magic, right? In Utah, yeah, in Utah. Yeah, there was it hit the newspapers. I don't know if it made national news, but there was a gang called the ICP gang, basically. And no affiliation with the band, but they were building up, and there was a whole thing about a lady who got taken advantage of. And I use that word like lightly on a heavier subject. And they made the newspaper find out the article was falsified. But by the time it was done, the gang got disbanded, took into jail, processed, then released. Yeah, because like my sister is a huge ICP fan. No correlation with the news story. But yeah, so it was very ridiculous, like how it impacted that area. Like, I don't live in Utah anymore, but I was living in Utah then. Impressionable. But one thing I learned about ICP is you can get past Disney pretty well, if you know what I mean. No. Yeah, Juggalo, but it's hard to find drama where the Juggalos. Oh, yeah, like I never met a Juggalo who was mean in general. But in that whole sanctioned area of 25th Street where I was talking about, you got all these people who didn't know what they were going to do with their lives, on the brink of homelessness and all that jazz. And they were just being crazy because they didn't know how to handle their emotions as a person. Their situations were different. Like, I've hung out with a couple juggalos. When I was working at a factory, I had this friend, I can't remember his name. He was a hardcore juggalo, and he was like the coolest guy I ever knew. We hung out together. We just were best friends at this factory. We were chilling, being amazing. We were just being all cool. No bad blood, no ill feelings. We just had our differences in music, and we had our similarities in music. He liked Linkin Park. He liked The Offspring. He liked metal. He was more into the rap scene. But I really liked and appreciated my music. And in the end, what only mattered was our friendship. Hard not to find. I'm chilling playing World of Warcraft while you streaming. We got to get Prime on here now. Yeah, he's on his way. Yeah. To be honest with you, ICP was not the one thing I was thinking about talking about at all. But it's cool. It's cool. Like, I used to have hard feelings against my experiences with people who claim to be juggalos, because I had a lot of bad instances. But today, it doesn't phase me. It doesn't bother me. I look away. It doesn't bother me because I realized the people I had interactions with that were negative were just the people who didn't know how to handle the situation. Because it was a very different situation. Yeah, well, that'd be interesting. So one of the things I was talking about yesterday when I went on my random live was if it would be smart to schedule a day and a time to play Commander on the table. I don't have a modern deck. The only thing I could build would be something closer to Legacy, because all my cards are not really standard. I mean, I have standard cards, but modern, not really. I couldn't build a modern deck. I could build a Legacy deck. That's because I have my cube. And Pioneer, I wouldn't know if I could build. No, because I got more cards that are older than that. But finding people, that's not a bad idea. I was trying to think of how I could interact with it, but I can't. Can't really interact with it. Like the closest thing I could do is the Legacy Singleton. Ooh. Yeah. Sorry, I just got a message, and I don't know if it's to me because it's on Discord. Okay, he's talking to someone else about someone shipped. All right, I'm like, what? I don't remember shipping. I'd attempt a Legacy deck. I've been wanting to build L's for a time now. Well, like I said, the only deck I could build is a Singleton deck because it'd be out of my cube. Prime just got home doing the dog things, and I'll be right there. Dun, da, 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 dun, dun. How amazing are you? Yeah. Cats going wild. Cats going crazy. You know what I should do? I should kaploop, 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 kaploop. Cats. That's right. Found the toy Onyx. Was it a good toy? Why didn't you say hello? I think he brought the toy to me. Man, World of Warcraft, have not played that game myself, but I know it's a big game. I played StarCraft. I used to be addicted to that game. Cat's going crazy with the jingles. But thinking of good things, let's go to Sheoldred. Yeah, so this is a card I think should be played pretty well. Yeah. 5 mana, 4/5 menace. When children enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature or planeswalker. Pretty solid. 4/5 creature. Pay 5 mana, you can exile and flip her to her Saga side. I think this card will see some good play. Some good play indeed. Like, it's going to be amazing when it comes out. It's going to be awesome. Like, it will get the love that it needs, that it deserves. What do you think of this card? Ooh. I don't know. It's crazy how things. Sorry, got a message I have to respond to. New right back. Boom. Woo. How amazing is this card, right? Look at that. This card shines. It's well curved for 4/5 creature. Menace is whatever. It's good on this creature, but it's not the most amazing ability. When a children enters the battlefield, opponent sacrifices a non-token creature, which could be bad against the right deck, but I don't think it's going to be bad all the time. But a non-token creature in general, it saves you from your opponent sacrificing a 0/1 derpy token. And the Saga side. So one thing I like about this creature is the children enters the battlefield, makes your opponent sacrifice a creature. As soon as she flips, you get to destroy up to one target creature or planeswalker there. So she's removable twice. A mana sink removal. Then her second Saga ability is each opponent discards 3 cards, then mills 3 cards. Pretty solid, right? When milling 3 cards is it's alright. Like, milling decks that small is pretty much not amazing there. But if you fill the graveyard for good reasons, there's a good reason. Like the last part of the saga, where you put all creature cards from graveyards under the battlefield under your control. You exile the true scriptures and return to the battlefield flipped to Shieldred. Love it. Love it. That's just a random talk. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I need to copy this card for my Thraximunder deck. But I don't know what you want. Don't know what you think. Ew. Oh, come on, kitty. Kitty's rubbing against my leg. Hey, good. Ooh. Boom! Can't hear you.
No?
You're very low.
Oh, is it probably that's better.
There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the right mic. What up? What up?
Just chilling. I went live at your per request.
Bored.
Yeah. You on lunch? Yeah. That's good. So you got like a bit to kill. Some minutes to kill.
I can hang out for like half an hour or something like that.
Good. I'll make you work the whole. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. I don't wanna.
I gotta get to the post office today and mail out my another Card Kingdom batch.
Ew.
Oh, don't hit that button.
That's
See
crazy.
if I got my credit yet. Let's see. View my account. Let's see.
That's right. View your account.
Not yet. That should hit today though, so that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a notification when the March of the Machine cards will ship.
Yeah, that should probably, I would hope, be today for you.
No, I hope so. They just said it won't ship till today's date.
Till today's date. But I mean, they probably should have all that shit like ready to go, you know? Oh, so I've got one more collector pack that I'm gonna make a short right now.
Ew.
Let's see if we can't get anything worth a fuck out of here.
Well, they're collector's packs. You'll get cardboard.
I will get shiny cardboard at that.
Yay.
All right. Boop. Let's go.
Let's go. Looking at a cat who's debating his life's choices between a toy and a blanket.
Might have a halo foil because they're Pringled.
Pringle.
Oh, Invasion of Murokonda. Don't care. Invasion of Kaldheim. Got a mythic.
Woo.
Thalia and the Gitrog monster. Dope.
That's pretty solid. I don't know if it's worth money.
Schema Thief. That. An etch card. And yes. Oh shit!
Woo. Oh, nice.
We got another
Shelly.
Shelly
That's
and a
original.
Gitrog monster. That's all I'm buying. All right, I just wanted to make a short today. That was it. And I got a Shelly and a Gitrog monster. What's up, Bob? How you doing, man? What the fuck is that on my face? Am I falling apart? I am falling apart. That's sad. So I was doing some stuff while I was at work, right?
Yeah.
I checked the pricing on Training Grounds again today, right? I
Yeah.
noticed something quite odd. Yesterday, the list version on the low end was $16.
Wow.
Today, on the low end, it went up to $20. The original Zendikar printing is Rise of the Eldrazi. Excuse me on my set there. Hasn't moved a penny. Nothing yet.
No.
So it's kind of interesting because I know a lot of people know that that's in Aftermath now. So it's just kind of interesting. I want to see how long it takes for it to start dropping.
Right.
That's pretty dope artwork. I'm not gonna lie. Did it need another reprint? Hell no.
Well, one of the cards I ordered has gone up in price.
Yeah, what'd you order?
One of the cards I ordered was the Shieldred, and I got it for $9, and it's selling for $11.98. Market price is $13.29.
Not bad.
Not bad.
So this is
It's just the new Shieldred. She's pretty solid. I got her for my Phyrexian Under deck.
oh nice.
She's removable twice. She comes into play. She makes the opponent sacrifice a creature. Then when you flip her, you get to destroy target creature or planeswalker. You're like, yay!
That'll get a hard sleeve for now, and it'll go in my box.
Your box. Your box of never going cards.
Yep, that'll probably. I might swap that. I like that art. I might put that in the Atraxa deck. That's LP. I was talking like I have a deck building app, Bob, that gives me low mid market on from TCG. So it's all near mint stuff. So yeah, $12 for an LP to But I'm talking like pack fresh near mint stuff.
Ooh.
And for reference, this is what I'm looking at. See, the list was at 16 yesterday. Now it's up to 20. Market is still 31.46.
I don't know. I got a feeling, so this is not based on fact, but I got a feeling the market's going to adjust. Like there's going to be a weird adjustment in the market.
Well, we're gonna see some shit hit some lows, some serious lows, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But my whole point I was trying to get across last night was, this is the kind of cards that they have started targeting. Is cards that have this kind of printing, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've got one main set, a list spot, and a judge promo, right? They're starting to drain their reprint equity out of stuff like that, and that's bad because these cards can't handle reprints like that.
Yeah. It's not good.
It started with Imperial Seal.
Well, once they realized that they can make money off printing cards, they just got addicted to the drug and just kept on doing it.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, happy release day.
Bob, if you're at home, I sent you a link if you want to jump in.
Oh, I know, Bob. You've been saying this for months, man. But it's like, we're people like me are starting to pay attention to that kind of thing, right? And it's just my analytical side was like, well, let's take a look and see what else they can do. It's just, look for stuff like that. I bet we could find out and speculate what could be the next reprints based off of number of print runs on certain cards. Yeah, genie that cannot go back into bottle. Hang on, I'm getting a phone call. 1 sec.
Wizards of Cuss like, Genie, I wish for more genies. All right, you're good. That's cool. I just figured if you were home, you could jump in. I just believe. I love the fact that we live in a world of cheaper cards, but I'm getting tired of the fact that we're just getting a lot of jank or a lot of reprints. There's a point where, the cards are getting too cheap in quality and in price. But bothers me for this problem that I can't see a way past it. I'm a problem solver. Yeah, you're probably one of those people who have to connect the dots all the time, and from what you're saying, what you do for a living, you kind of do that anyway, so it makes sense. So analytically, trying to analyze the situation, how the hell did we get to this point? How do we reverse it? How do we fix it? How do we prevent it from happening? And you're not seeing it in, even though you thought of all the different ways you could probably end it before it got to this point. Ooh. Kitty's staring at me. They're going crazy. Yeah, one thing that's bothersome, when we was going through the aftermath packs and seeing just the variants and everything, just a lot of variants on top of reprints. Not only the duplication was insane that we saw last night, the different borders, like 3 different borders for each card. It feels like.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting bad. It's just like, all right, what does Bob say? The eventual impact is when the game no longer has hype and excitement. There will be a mass exodus. Yes, I'm a lifer, but I know most are not, and I won't have a large enough pool of players, just like Star Wars Destiny. I can totally see that. So I'm in it for the long haul for the last time, right? I quit. Oh, like however many years ago, I think it's been 11 years. I think so. It was like a decade I took off, but I don't want to miss anything anymore. But I think I picked the wrong time to get back in, because the last few years I've never seen anything like this, and I was all for the variants in the beginning, but then after when am I going to draw my line? Probably Double Masters 2.
See how that pans out for you.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro. I'm like, I don't really want to buy anything after that.
Yeah.
Per se. But everything else before it, I have to look at what's been reprinted and nuked.
Right. Well, like I think when they reprint cards with different borders, that's healthier for the format. But they've done it so much that some of the cards are now just reprinted way too much. Like, you mean getting 3 different variants of a card at once is just insane. Like, I like the idea of getting a card, like the original version of the card, then having like the promo version of the card, and like maybe a secret layer of the card, all in different steps.
Right, like, not like, all at once. Now it was like, hey, we broke the mold with Shell or Elish Norn.
Elish Norn, yeah.
What did we say that bitch had? 12 different variants, 11 different variants, something like that. It's like, that is unnecessary, dude.
Hella unnecessary.
Like, why? Why in the fuck would you want that many different versions of a card? Why? Who is asking for these?
Like, my thought on it is 4 different variants is enough.
Yeah, they could do 4.
That should be the max.
Right, so it'd be one regular foil, one borderless or extended, and that in foil, right?
Right.
That should be it. Or if you're going to pick a type of foiling, stick with that one type of foiling. I.e., you could do regular borders with etch. They could do etched foils, right? And then have a borderless slot.
Right.
Right? That would be okay. That would be 3 different. That'd be 5. Right. If you counted all the foil.
Right, but like, just in general, the reason why I think 4 is the perfect amount of numbers, because this is how many you can have in a standard deck.
Right. But again, their flagship format is Commander, which is what? A singleton format. You only need 1 of these cards. So nobody's going to go out there and spend $400 for their play set of Mana Crypts.
Right.
Because they don't. That's not a thing. You get 1 and you're done, because that's all you needed for ad deck. Or if you're degenerate like me, and you actually run fucking Mana Crypt in a couple decks. Yes.
Stop the bleeding. Wow. Yeah. A public reprint policy would be neat.
We need
I can stand by that.
Yeah, and we definitely need some transparency from Wizards or Hasbro. The whole we're gonna tippy toe on eggshells and not tell you guys the whole truth is not fun, and it breaks trust in customer base. And that a lot of that's why a lot of people left after the M30 debacle, right? Is because they felt it was a breach in trust. Okay, that totally makes sense, right? It happens in workplaces all the time with employees and management, By simple shit that you can't tell people, right?
Right. I bet the whole M30 thing probably would have been taken more lightly if they shared the print numbers and the print numbers were low.
Yeah. And yeah, Bob, I have to agree with the zero faith part, because Money Machine Go Burr, right? There's too many Timmy's just fucking throwing money at it.
Money.
And the fact that we've got other places that sell us stuff in a manner in which we like and can gamble and play, you know?
Right.
That does not help anything, because those people are going to be buying in mass to then sell in mass. That to me does nothing for the game. Nothing.
You know what?
Nothing good. It's fun.
Thing.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's fun and it's fun to support, but it does nothing for the fucking game.
You know, one thing that was crossing my mind is collector packs and step boosters do nothing for the game.
That they don't really do anything for the game either, but just give us variance and thing to fucking
right
waste money on. Really,
draft boosters do stuff for the game because they're meant to draft. But set boosters are not meant to draft. Collector's boosters are hella not meant to draft.
And that's a good point. A prediction of 50% degree of confidence. We are going to see an abysmal sales number over the next 3 sets at least. I concur. Why do I concur, and why do I think that is a good thing? Because the pricing's fucking absurd for what you're getting. Nobody's going to pay astronomical prices for, excuse me. Smart people are not going to pay astronomical prices for the Lord of the Rings or the Commander Masters.
Right.
Like anybody that we talk to generally has a good head on their shoulders, right? When you've got somebody that has money, Bob, I'm going to use you as an example because you're the biggest fish in our tank, right? If he's not going to spend money on it, why in the fuck would you or I spend money on it? Right?
Yeah, it's true.
If he's thinking it costs too much and doesn't want to put his money into it, why in the hell would someone that probably me makes more than less than half of what Bob makes, and then Tort, which is in a interesting situation due to his life, right?
Right.
You don't exactly have the income to go out and buy a fucking box of Commander Masters, right?
Right.
I mean, you probably could. The wife would probably murder you, right? You got into her bank account, she'd probably freak out. Next thing you know, Tortoise is snapped in half. That kind of thing, right? Does that make sense? Am I just rambling now, or?
No, it just looks misguided because we only have one income in the house.
Right. Yeah, and that's her income, right?
Yeah.
Technically, so you don't. I'm trying to say this without sounding like an asshole.
Right? No.
You don't
trust me. Everything I buy is filtered through her.
That's what I'm saying. You kind of have to ask permission before you go out and spend a couple bucks, right?
Yeah.
There's no way in hell she's gonna let you go to the fucking candy store and get your 3 Snickers bars.
Exactly.
You're gonna get one, or maybe she's gonna go and get it for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the blend of any set I've seen in the last 2 years is Time Spiral. Agreed. I like what they did there. They fucking nuked their own goddamn thing with the idea with the retro foils, though. So again, they Wattsified it. But you're right. That's a very good set.
Retro foils were one of the smartest things they did until they exploded.
Until Dom remastered. It's like, you fucked it up, dude. It's too much. They're like, too much of a good thing is a bad thing, right?
Well, it's like last night when we were going through the Aftermath packs on the video.
Yeah.
And there was a random retro foil in those packs.
Right. Why did they decide it? That's the other variant. That's the secret variant. You know, like, what the hell?
Right. It's
we need to tune down print runs, and we need to tighten up the SKU, the SKUs. You know, we need to fucking it's like a big wide thing. We just need to back again. Which again, I've been saying this for about a year now. I would love to go back to blocks.
Oh yeah,
block
like
releases.
3-block set.
have a big core, or do a core a year set, right? That's a core set, and then have a big. So they could have done Phyrexia, or let's see, how could they have broken this up? Because I know like everything's really separate from each other now, but it could have been like Dom Remastered is a whole set, or Dom United was like the big chunk of the set, and then Pabo and March of the Machine were the two smaller sets that came out after, right?
Right.
To finish out that block. That would make sense. But no, we need fucking our first ever real life DLC. Yeah. The print run a little lacking. I think that's one of the things that helps that too. But
I would like to see a Time Spiral remastered version of Ravnica, like all 3 sets that they have. Take all the best cards and stuff, and kind of just jam them into a set.
Yeah, so that would be logical because they've done Ravnica so many times, right?
Right.
Remastered sets, if they can do them right, are okay.
Right. Well, the cool thing about Ravnica sets is each mechanic and each guild for those sets blend in with each other.
Right.
So that's what makes it really good.
Right.
That's why
Remastered, we have Domain, and there was another old mechanic that came back. I just don't remember off the top of my head, but I know Domain's up there.
The current reprints, I believe they will not have any reprint targets excel the reserve list within the years from now. Wow, yeah.
It's logical. If they keep on this train, the current rate, yep. It would be, probably 3 years. I was thinking 5, but we're in 2023. I bet you by 2025, we're going to be fucked.
2025, we'll have 5.
It'll be
we'll have 5 new different permanent types.
Yeah. It's going to, buckle up, buckaroo, It's like, hey.
They're going to be like, look at our new permanent, our new card type. It's called hand. It works when it's in your hand.
Some just outrageous shit,
Right. They have backward cycling. If this card's in your graveyard, pay 1 mana and return it to your hand.
To only cycle it again to draw a card. After that, exile it, so you can't just sit there and go blah, 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 blah. I don't know, man. Fuck. What I would like to see, though, a way to deal with emblems, Planeswalker emblems.
Right.
I've wanted that for a long time. Because if an emblem goes off and it's a good Planeswalker, you're just fucked. You can't interact with it. You know what I mean? Like if you had spells that could target emblems, destroy target emblem, just shit like that. Simple.
Right. What if this is a what if thought? What if WotC decided to make emblem the new permanent type?
Okay. But then it's too interactable.
Then they started giving ways to interact with emblems. So you could cast a card to make an emblem token. Then they have a card that says destroy target emblem or creature or planeswalker.
Yeah. Because technically emblems are permanents, but you can't interact with them.
Right. They just need a way to interact.
It's like a static ability, I guess.
Well, yeah, they kind of fixed the idea with the Tamiyo's notebook thing I pulled out the other day.
Right, because the other Tamiyo lets you get that emblem. You just get this cast spells from your hand without paying their mana cost.
Right.
There's no limit to it, so you can literally just hand dump omniscience, fucking do all kinds of crazy shit, and you're just a powerhouse,
Right.
You can't stop that. It's like, yeah, you can, but you have to target the planeswalker before it gets there. But with proliferate being so heavy right now and all that other shit,
I think they need to make all permanents interactable. Emblems, battles, battles are interactable, but I think battles should have been treated more like planeswalkers. The fact that you. Well, they are because you can target them with spells. So never mind.
Right. I mean, I've got one right here. I played one during the last week during our pre-release battles and shows.
Right.
And I played one. All I cared about was the ETB effect. I didn't give a shit about the other side. I didn't give about, what it did on the other side. It just sat there. It was in my opinion, besides the ETB effect, it was just a fucking wasted spot in my deck.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Lions.
Hi, Savannah.
Bye.
D&D. We are D&D.
Right. I see what you're saying. The only way I looked at battles in my brain is they're like sorceries, kind of like enchantments, with extra options and extra steps.
Yeah,
You know?
it's just a whole lot of stuff, and that's kind of draining me too on new stuff like flippy cards. You got to do this, that, and the other thing. I'm kind of over it. I'm like, just give me a card I could turn sideways. I don't want to have to unsleeve it, fucking sleeve it back. Give me a break. I just want to, granted, I can choose not to play with these, right?
Right.
That's all on me. But the fact that they exist is bothersome. I also don't like playing 4-hour-long commander games because one of my opponents has to have all the cool shit in his deck and does takes fucking half-hour turns. that shit sucks, dude. I'm like, whoa, I get bored and I lose interest.
Yeah, the problem with battles is you have to take time off of attacking.
Right, which is another thing for me about planeswalkers getting to the emblem state. It's like player removal is best removal in my opinion, and I'm an old school burn player, so I always think about just burning the fuck out of my opponent. Give a shit what he's got on the board. So that if you lose track of a planeswalker that your opponent's doing proliferate shit, it can get out of control fast before you can even draw the right card to deal with it. Or again, if the emblem was interactable, you could just wait and blow that shit up. But
Savannah Line has a simple solution. He says flip a chaos orb on them.
Right. And if your opponent plays a battle or whatever, it is just like giving them extra health because now you have another wall to break through to get to their life total.
Exactly.
Like I could deal with reach rounders and defenders and shit, right? These piss me off.
Right. I love the fact that Commander Raids is almost guaranteed that to last less than 45 minutes. More often less than 30 minutes.
Also, Rule 0, you are correct, Savannah. But I'm not going to, tell my buddy that comes over to my house and brings me weed and pizza that he can't play his party time deck because I hate sitting there for fucking 2 hours.
No, that's part of the price of paying for that.
That's part of the getting together. That's part of the gathering part, right? You know what I mean?
No, that's part of you paying for this stuff.
I will bitch the entire time during his turn, be like, what are you doing? Hurry the fuck up. Just because I'm a troll.
What does your play group like or dislike?
All right, so my play group consists of 3 other dudes that I've known since high school, right? We've got my one buddy. He just builds the stupidest, most powerful things you've ever seen. He's hard to deal with. My other buddy that likes to play like party time. He's all about like, ooh, party time. Ooh, dungeon deck. Let's do this. And he just turtles, right? Like, or he'll play his fucking Scarab God deck, which is just degenerate as hell, and I hate it. I'm going to draw a bunch of cards, make a bunch of insects, and you ping you guys for a bunch of 1 damage because Perforos and impact tremors. Fuck you. And then my one buddy literally just has 1 deck. And because the other 2 like to be dipshits, we forget about the one dude, and his deck just all of a sudden battle cruiser, and you can't do anything to him.
Savannah said for free weed, you can play Line Destruction.
That's the one thing that is not allowed in my house. That is the only thing. If we have banned cards in Commander, like my buddy runs Hull Breacher in one of his decks, I could give a shit less. It's so much easier to deal with than wheels. Hate wheels, but I'll let people play them. But yeah, we had It's an inside joke between me and my buddies. Punch you in the world tree. My one buddy legit blew up my other buddy's world tree right before he was able to world tree. Boy, have you ever heard some salt be thrown that night? Holy shit! So don't punch people in the world tree. That's not nice.
I remember having an experience like that.
But yeah, I just don't like. I'm not gonna fucking run an Armageddon against.
Yeah, I had a prismatic bridge out, and my friend destroyed it before I got to use it. I'm like, you bastard! No,
so that's what my buddy runs as his commanders, Esca and Prismatic Bridge, and it's literally a giant kaiju deck because he's a Godzilla nerd. Who's got all the Godzilla cards, all the fucking dinosaurs, all this fucking big stompy dumb shit. And the next thing you know, he's got his bridge out and everything's coming in for free. And then the next thing you know, Terror of the Peaks is on the field. Now you're taking fucking 8 to the face because fucking Biolante. Shit like or Geshath comes out or fucking Galta or that the 12/12 uncommon Godzilla comes out. Like, fuck.
Wow.
And depending on what I'm playing, I can't deal with enchantments. It's nasty. It's his only deck. And all he does is tune it. Mm-hmm. Like we bought him Lathril, not Lathril.
Oh, your video just dropped on Retrofix Games.
Oh, sweet. They did put it out. Is it my Dom Remastered or is it my mom?
Dom Collectors.
That's a shitty box of Dom Collectors. Do not watch.
Mom Collectors.
Oh, Mom Collectors? Okay. You can watch those. Those are okay.
Oh, I can watch them.
The Dom Remastered box I cracked yesterday was fucking terrible. I was like, I do like dude. Stompy as a game ender is pretty great. It's a good thing he traded me his Finale of Devastation.
Wow.
He kept using that, and then he took it out, and I was like, I need that for elves. So I just gave him $40. I'm like, give me that fucking card. It's a promo too, so it's
watch that card be reprinted just because he said it was worth money.
I know, right? Yeah, it'll be. Yeah, that one. There's 2 of them that are worth a couple bucks. I don't remember what the second one is. I can't remember if it's like blue, red, or black.
Black, red, amazing.
Prof has lost his thunder for me.
See the Prof again.
There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff from the I Hate Your Deck server that some of these people aren't as golden boy as they say. We'll just say that.
Well, I know they're not, especially Prof. There was a time, believe it or not, there was a time in YouTube when people's BS would be out in the air and out in the open and discussed.
Right. Now we can't really do that. I would love to air it.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Bob, I would love to play. Let me know. You know how to get a hold of me. I'm home for the rest of the day. I'll probably take a nap here in a little bit just because I'm stoned and old after I get back from work, but I'll be available after.
And Prof has become far too commercial for me.
That's the problem too, and he had said some things about some other people that behind the scenes that caught my attention, and if you're gonna be a woke suck up, all that good stuff.
Just be yourself.
Exactly.
Never.
Yeah, somebody like that, he doesn't have to sell a fucking commercial shill game. He could just be himself. You got to be real.
Well, like I remember when his deck box came out.
Yeah.
His deck box came out, and I think his deck box is cool as hell. But my biggest problem with it is it's both sides of the lid are magnetic clips, so the whole lid can come off.
Right.
And like, dude. That's a
shitty idea, yeah.
It's like, but like the whole box is cool, but like if one side was actually connected to the box, like the box I just opened up today, where half of it's connected to the box and the other half flips open, I've been all over that. But
Right.
ugh,
Is that a multiverse? No, that is an actual set card. Wow. Okay.
the multiverse card. I'm trying to convince a cat to come here.
That Thalia Gitrog's sitting at about $8. That's not bad. It'll probably be a
Not
$2
bad.
card by the end.
Sorry, Bob, not in the mindset at this moment. But there will come a time, also not set up for gameplay. Yeah, but real thanks. And last, yay! Happy birthday again!
Yeah.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
The Dalkin Rogue Artificer. What are you? When Schema Thief deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of target artifact that player controls? Ooh. Ooh. Also, Savannah. Spoilers, bro. I need one more, and there is your foily retro playset, good sir.
Woo-hoo.
I need one more. I pulled this yesterday out of the shop's Dom remastered box. I'm hoping this box I have sitting here has one in it. When I get to opening it, which will probably be a month or two. But still watch. Yeah, but like with Rudy, love to hate him. Yeah, I only watch Rudy on certain occasions anymore. Same with Prof. I'm not subscribed to Historian. I can't stand that guy. I think he sucks, and I think he's like one of the biggest babies I've ever seen.
You know the funny part is the Historian subscribed to my channel.
Nice, good for you. I mean, I'm not gonna go out on a thing and like castrate or chastise the guy, but not for me. Not for me. You want to? I come from a different time. You want to run your mouth? You better have fucking shit to back that shit up, dude. You don't just get to sit there and pick on people and tell people to fuck off like that. Nah, that ain't. Oh, do you want some of them tokens, Savannah? Oh, I should probably send that off to Mr. Willis as well.
Mr. Willis.
I should probably do that today.
The purpose, something else, but it has a bit of a Dutch humor sometimes.
Yeah, don't hate Prof Rudy. I don't hate them. They're just fucking. Everybody seems like they're all gas bags anymore. I'm just want people to put their fucking money where their mouth is sometimes.
Well, there's two kinds of people I hate in this world: people who are indiscriminate of other people's culture, and the Dutch.
The Dutch, especially the Dutch. Hang on. I've been working on a couple translatey things. Where's my translate? Is it evening for you, Savannah?
Good day. Good day. It's a good day.
Okay. All right. Excuse my pronunciation, Savannah. Let me hold on. I can't spell apparently today. No, I don't want to do that. Just give me that. There we go. Goden Avond God Minir? Minir?
Nee.
Goden Avond Goed Minir?
There is the added fact of subscribers and monetization. Isaiah evening. Yes, evening here. 20.
Evening. Okay. So how is my Dutch?
It's
so
just like butter.
I like Bob's comment. There's only two things that scare me: global thermonuclear war. Okay, yes, that scares me too. And carny folk, small hands, smell of cabbage. Manure? I know. I kind of butchered. I did say manure. I didn't mean to. Manure? I'm trying to call you a good sir, not a piece of shit.
But sometimes they're tuned the same.
Let's see. Oh, Holden Manir. Okay, Holden. GOE is Holden. Okay. Holden Manir. Is that better? I fucking love phones, dude.
Back in my day, you had to dial 411. Remember when phones were connected to a wall?
Back to the Future reference, mate. Manure, I know. Hate manure. Good old Biff Tannen.
Biff.
Oh, guys, Magic let me know. Ask Miranda to go to Kodakar. Fuck you, cancer.
Anyways, I gotta head off for a bit.
Hey, guess what? March of the Machines is available, guys. Yeah, I gotta get
Woo-woo.
back. Good chat. Just, kind of had a little bit of time. Just wanted to converse with you and
Right.
talk some shit.
Right, I got some stuff to do.
So I think if you do watch that video, I wonder if my F bomb got snuck in there or not, because I was like, oh fuck, and I'm not supposed to swear those. But right on.
All right, peace out, people. Have fun. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chilling.